Hi there, welcome back to KP Designs. My name is Kayla, and I am in the venture of creating custom cups right in front of my consumers' eyes. So essentially, the setup is they choose the decal that they would like. In front of them, or if they would like to walk away and come back, put on the decal on the glass. They can choose between just simply keeping the bamboo lid or opting to purchase an additional plastic lid. And these really do spice up the design of the cup. So this is what I had that I thought was successful for my very first event. It was earlier this month in October of 2023, and I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how I was going to set things up. So a couple of things that I would suggest if you are looking to have your first event and to start your business doing events, this is some of the things that I would suggest. One thing to suggest is read the description on what the event is going to provide for you. I read something on my event that there's 2 chairs and a table. I was under the impression that I can only bring a table and 2 chairs. So that's what I packed up. I packed my table, I packed my tablecloth. I was ready to set up my full table. I brought some chairs, 2 of them, and I even brought a canopy because I wasn't sure how the setup was going to be. I knew I was going to be inside, but I thought maybe I can add some ambiance, some frilly like vines coming down with lights. Did I know I was going to have electricity? No. In the event posting, it did say reach out to the event coordinator to make sure that if you did need any electric hookups to reach out. Did I do that? I did not. Did I bring the items too just in case? I surely did. I overpacked. I did not need my canopy. I definitely did not need a table. It was provided. I did not need to bring chairs. They were provided. And well as a black tablecloth. So that was all provided. So first thing is I would read the event on what they are going to provide because that's less things that you're going to have to pack and fit in your vehicle. Luckily, I was pretty close by. So the next time I went, I just already unpacked my stuff and it is what it is. Lesson learned. So another thing that I realized is I was severely not ready for people to actually buy something. I felt like I was so nervous. I didn't know how to talk to people all of a sudden. And when somebody chose something, I was shocked. You want to buy something from me? Oh my gosh. I was beyond thankful, but I just was like, oh my gosh, people actually want to purchase my items. So it made me feel good, but I needed to take the shock off my face for complete strangers purchasing my items. So some feedback number 2 is don't be shocked when somebody buys your things. And I don't know how to create small talk apparently because that went out the complete window. Luckily, I had my aunt with me and she helped me with that. So that was awesome. I also thought that keeping my table very clean and to the point. So there was other vendors that had just huge displays. Granted, that's what their products required is huge displays. But I was thinking myself to have like a little 3 or 4 tiered shelf so I could put my cups on or just better displays. But my purpose there is to create custom cups. So for example, I did have some cups already have the decals already on it. It did show that here's the bamboo lid, here's the straw, and people were looking at it. My best seller, by the way, was this one. They absolutely love this one. And I paired it with a plastic lid. So it does already come with the bamboo lid and a straw. And then if they wanted to increase, pay additional $3, they could have purchased this lid as well. And if I don't say so myself, it does really change the whole cup. So that's just one of the colors. For example, I did have a hot pink lid. I did have a complete, and I left them in the bag so that they knew that they weren't used, but I mean, how easy is this just to put the bag? and it came in clear, and I really do like the clear. And for example, it came in also just like an off-colored white. There's other colors as well as black, purple, a different shade of pink, and I think a different shade of blue as well. But that was options that I was happy that I had for my customers. I felt like it really did increase the value of what the cup was offering, especially now you're getting two lids and not like a surplus of charge. I think $3 was pretty fair for the price. At least I didn't have any pushback. So I think having a simple display benefited me and my success because people were understanding, oh, I get to choose a decal. So I had decals on one side, the cups sort of in the middle as an example of what they would look like. And then I would also have the pricing throughout the table, it's a 6-foot table. So I think I had 4 pricings and 4 flyers. And then I also had a couple of just clear, no decals on here, and the straws left in the plastic for them to be packed with their products. So I also did kept it simple. I had simple brown bags. Eventually, when I do become larger in my revenue, I do want to purchase like the in bulk for maybe Uline. And it didn't seem like a terrible cost at the time, but when you're looking to spend like over $100 on brown bags, it kind of just not at this time in my my business. It's not big enough. So what I did do is I purchased these craft bags 5 count from Hobby Lobby. So this would fit 2 cups if somebody purchased 2 cups, and this one perfectly fit the 1 cup. So it was just one size smaller than this one. So it definitely worked out. I did add some tissue paper, and I did leave the cup in the box that it came with. I do want to get a sticker that blocks the foreign writing. Personally, I mean, I think it just is kind of tacky, but I couldn't get stickers made fast enough. So I did leave the glass in the box. It does, goodness gracious, it does already come with the bubble wrap and a plastic wrap. So I just left it in there for more security, put the box in the bag, and add some tissue for a little bit of zazz. So that's what I did. And on top of that, what I decided to also do was to purchase these containers. They are about 9 inches long and 3 inches wide, maybe 9.75 inches long. And they fit my decals perfectly. Actually, let me show you what it looked like. So here is my dolly, my bin, and it simply just went like this. I put certain themes in each of the container, and it was 3 containers, I think for $4.50 from the Dollar General. The Dollar General. So I had 3 or I had 6 of these throughout the table as well, and they were allowed to thumb through them. I put Halloween in some, I put Christmas in some, various just themes throughout them. And then I also laid the decals on the tables themselves, especially my more popular ones being sold versus them having to thumb through it and find it. I thought it would be better business tactics to lay the most popular ones face down, ready to be like, buy me. And that's how I think I was most successful on this one. But I also always had one of these made. I always try to have at least one of them made to show them an actual, what they're gonna look like, especially I was just changing off the lids every so often as well. So that's what I did. I thought it was very simple to have these, and it's they were pretty, even though they seemed flimsy, they were pretty sturdy. So I was pleasantly surprised that they did work out to what I wanted them to work out with. One last thing I forgot to say. I cut out a bunch of these, and I do want to just convey, you don't need to have expensive, fancy things to get your business started. Yes, the glasses are going to cost a little bit. Yes, the decals are going to cost a little bit. But what they cost you, you can obviously make it back when you sell them. So, for example, like I don't have fancy printer stuff that could create me a sticker for me. I just don't have that. So paper works. Cut it with one of those fancy scissors, fold it in half, of a disclaimer of what not to do with the cup or how to care for it. And then my website. So if they do want to follow me on social media and if they do want to share and purchase more in the future, they have that. So I just simply put it inside. Done. So keeping it very simple, I think, was definitely in my best interest, as well as cleaning it all up as well. But it was laid out for everybody to see. People were definitely interested. People said I would come back. They did, and some didn't. And that's okay. That's how business is, right? So I think overall, keeping your table simple. I think having some catchphrases in or icebreakers in your arsenal. When people were walking by, I was letting them know I do custom cups. You choose your decal, I place it on the cup. You choose a lid of your choice and or color of your choice, and it comes with a straw. It was very simple. And like I said, thank you for my aunt for being there. Oh, and this is the size that I had for the small bags. It's a Craft Bags 5 count. So if you know Hobby Lobby does half off or 75% off. So I got this on a 50% off day. So that was only $199. I'm sorry, $299, so $150. So everything was half off. So I kind of stocked up at that time. But they worked perfectly, and they are pretty thick and sturdy as far as the bags go. So please reach out to me if you have any other questions. If you're looking to start an event, just do it. If you have just a table and chairs and some of your items, just do it. Are you going to be scared? Absolutely. But that's okay, because once your first one is done, you're going to have more confidence. You're going to know what to do next time, and you're definitely going to be just more prepared overall. So thank you for watching my first event that I happened earlier this month. I do appreciate your thumbs up. I do appreciate the little hit the bell when you can. Be awesome of you. Stay tuned for more KP Designs, what to do's, not to do's, and how to do it better.